to Lighten Up Cooking, where I take a traditional dish, lighten it up by decreasing sugar, carbohydrates, salt, and fat without sacrificing taste. Today I'm going to be making a tuna noodle casserole. Now the star of this dish is going to be low carb noodles. Now this is my favorite brand. I know this is backwards, but it's BANZA, and it's made from chickpeas or garbanzo beans. And it's very low in carbs. As a matter of fact, it is 25% less carbs than regular pasta. Has 3 times the fiber and 50% more protein than regular noodles. So this particular brand, to me, tastes more like regular noodles, and it looks more like regular noodles. Now there are other brands out there that are low carb and made from vegetables, peas, beans, or whatever. But this is my favorite brand. It's made from, let's see, ingredients: chickpeas, pea starch, tapioca, and xanthan gum. Now, because this is not made from wheat flour, it has a more of a tender texture than your regular noodles. So you have to be real careful when you're cooking it that you don't overcook. Now this says, whatever dish you're making, it says to follow the cooking instructions on the back, and this says cook from 7 to 9 minutes. Because my noodles are going to go into a casserole and they're going to continue cooking in the oven, I only cooked my noodles for 1 minute, and that's because I'm just real afraid that they're going to overcook, and that's what you don't want, because they don't. It's not wheat flour. It doesn't have the gluten in it, so it's not a sturdy pasta texture, if that makes sense. It's more of a tender texture. So I'm going to get you all over here so you can see what I'm working with. Okay. The first thing you do is after you cook your noodles, you're going to drain them, and you're going to add 7 ounces of canned tuna that has been drained. I use 2 5-ounce cans that were drained, that were packed in water. Now, if you want to use the tuna that's packed in oil, that's fine. But water, of course, you're cutting the fat when you use tuna packed in water. But you can use however much you like. I think 10 ounces is not going to be too much for this dish. Okay, and to that you add a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and that's what I have here. And then you put in the pasta. And like I say, I only cooked mine for 1 minute. And then I drained it and rinsed it a little bit. I cooked 3 cups of noodles in boiling water. So you blend this up. And to this, you're going to add a cup of sliced celery, 1/3 cup of chopped onion, 1/4 cup of green peppers, 1/4 cup of canned pimento peppers, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using chopped celery. I didn't slice it. I had some that was already chopped. I'm going to use that. And then instead of pimento peppers, I used the red, yellow, and the orange peppers, and green, all mixed in. So you can use however you want to, whatever ingredients you want to add at this point, you can just use whatever. Okay, and I'm going to omit the salt. Now, once you do that, then you're going to combine 10.5 ounce can of cream of celery soup, or mushroom, or cream of chicken, whichever you want to use. I'm using cream of mushroom, and I'm using the low sodium. Okay, and to that, you add a 1/2 cup of milk and a 1/2 cup of shredded cheese, and you're going to heat that up until it's melted. So we're going to put that into the tuna and the noodle mixture. Okay, and you're going to mix all that in. Okay, and it says to bake in a 2-quart casserole dish. I have a 9x9 that I have sprayed with cooking spray. So I'm just going to put this in my dish. Okay. And you're going to spread that around. Okay. Now it says to top with a 1/2 cup of toasted slivered almonds. And I have the sliced almonds, but I did toast them, so I'm just going to sprinkle these on top. And this is always optional. You can top it with whatever you choose to top it with. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to bake it for, it says 425-degree oven for 20 minutes. Now, because of the type of pasta that we're using, the type of noodles, I'm going to only bake it for 15 minutes so that my noodles don't fall apart. So you all, it's out of the oven. It cooked for 15 minutes. So let's do a sample. Still pretty hot, but that's what it looks like. Let's see. Happy dance. It's good. I'm real pleased with the texture of the noodles. I would say perfect. So get you some bands of noodles. I cooked them for 1 minute, and then I rinsed them in hot water and drained. And instead of cooking the casserole for 20 minutes, as the traditional recipe states, I cooked it for about 15. And it's perfect. The texture of the noodles is perfect. They're not mushy, not too soft, and they just look like regular noodles. I mean, you can't make an easier dish than this. All you need now is a tossed salad. So make your low-carb tuna casserole with banza noodles. All right? Stay tuned for more lighten up dishes. And until next time, share a smile with someone. It will lighten up their spirit and yours too. Bye now.